This is a Bechstein Model B grand piano. That's 2 meters long, 6 foot 7 inches long, made in 1905. And the piano's just come into stock. We've been assessing it and done a little bit of work on it already. The casework needs making good. You can see here it's just slightly dirty, and my colleague, the polisher, will go over it and improve it a lot. This felt, by the way, isn't the kind of felt you should put on a music desk, really. So it's needing replacing. It's gone a bit fluffy, as you can see. So we'll try and replace that with something a little bit better. The key tops, they look as though they're ivory, but in fact they're not ivory. They're ivory look-alike, and there is a grain in them. I don't know if you can see that. But because the grain's identical on each one, that's a way of telling that it isn't ivory, because you might well think it is, and it feels really good as well. So it's high quality replacement. The piano's been fully restored by Jake Samuel when they used to do that. And I think in about 2003, Jake Samuel don't restore pianos anymore. It's a London firm, one of the biggest London piano firms, actually. So they were excellent piano restorers, and I used to take people up to London to choose pianos in my early days when I was just tuning pianos, because they're very fastidious in the way they restore. Looking at the casework, though, as this side, and generally the sides are not too bad, but the lid is the worst part. If you look here, you can see scratches there, and on the back we definitely need to do a lot of work on that. So we'll probably have to strip and repolish the back lid just to make it match in with the rest. Or if you want to spend less money on a piano and you're keen to have a really top quality instrument, then that's a possibility as well. It will take us quite a long time to get the case looking good. We won't have to repolish the whole piano, I don't think, because the sides are good, but black is difficult to polish in terms of getting it perfect, but we'll do as well as we can without redoing the whole thing. A lot of people would redo this in black polyester, but I think as most of it is well French polished, then we won't do that. And looking at the inside of the piano, you can see it's really very well restored. So you can see high quality strings coming close to the the bridge pin there. So that's a good sign, and we'll listen to them in a minute. We'll hear how good quality they are. And as one thing we can say here, when the frame was sprayed, you can see some lines now on the metal frame after so presumably about 20 years or a bit less. A restored piano like this, it hasn't been played very much, so it'll last very, very happily for another 30 or 40 years. The restoration has been done well. You can see new damper felts here, new hammers. We'll have a look at those in a minute, and good restringing. And the tone, let's listen to the middle here. So we have pitch raised and tuned it. That's beautiful singing sound, and going to the bass. That's as rich as you can expect on a Model B. Really wonderful tone. It's been fitted with new German hammers and new rollers, as you can see here. And at the felt here, I'm not quite sure what that means on the felt. If you're in the trade, and I have seen it before, but I can't remember. And these are German hammers, either Renner or Arbel. If you're in the trade and can identify that, it would be really helpful. But not very much wear. You can see the fluffiness means it's been voiced, and indeed the hammers are well voiced. We'll be checking that through as well, of course, but you can see there's not that much wear on these hammers. They're still almost 100% since they were replaced. We are regulating the hammer height. As you can see, we're decreasing the hammer blow slightly. It should be 47 roughly, and it's about 51, I think. So that's one of the refinements that we are doing at the moment. So the main work we've done so far is pitch raising. It was 428, very flat indeed. So as we pitch raising and fine tuning it, and we will be voicing the piano. And lubrication is really important, that we've mentioned many times before. So there's various small things that we'll be doing, as you can see there, and evening out the touch so that it's like a new piano really. 54 for middle C isn't bad, slightly heavy in the bass. 52 would be, say 47 to 52 will be what we'd expect. We can also customise it if you're interested in having a lighter or heavier touch. So that's a Bechstein Model B, 6'7" long. It has a beautiful tone, and the action on Bechsteins has always been my favourite. There's something very special about the feel of them. And of course they need to be regulated, and this has been well restored, and we will try to refine it even more. If you're interested in the piano, please do write to info@robertspianos.com. Thank you very much for listening.